Good morning, everyone. All right, we're gonna walk Kings Highway today, but before we get to Kings Highway, we have to get to Kings Highway, right? So right now I am on the corner of 15th and 78th, right outside Romeo Meats, and we're gonna walk down to Bay Parkway. Well, we're gonna cross Bay Parkway because that's where you get on to Kings Highway. That's what we're going to do. Let's get on this side because it's really sunny out. We're going to be walking into the sun for a little bit, so we'll get on this side. Weather is amazing. It continues to be amazing. It is only 75 degrees right now. It's around 10 in the morning. It's going to be an early walk because I'm going to record a couple of walks today. This walk is going to come in at about 3.5 to 4 miles, but I'm going to do a total of maybe 8 miles today. 7 to 8 miles. I'm going to also do Avenue O, so you guys can stay tuned for that. That'll be the next one up. But today's walk is 78th Street to Kings Highway. We're going to walk Kings Highway. When we get onto Kings Highway at Bay Parkway, we're going to walk all the way down to Ocean Avenue, around there. I do have a person that watches a channel that has a childhood home, I guess, right over there at the end of the walk. So that's probably where I'll end it. So they want to see their childhood house, so there you go. Easy peasy. That'll also set me up for the next walk, Avenue O. I'm going to walk. Haven't done Avenue O in, I think, 2 years. I'm hitting all the avenues I haven't hit in years. We got Avenue X coming up. I'm going to do Avenue Z. I think Avenue Z is another one. I think that's 2 years ago. Just some areas I haven't touched in a couple of years. Sometimes I see these people coming towards the light, gunning it, thinking they're going to go right through the light and hit me. So 78th Street to Bay Parkway. We just crossed, I believe that was 16th Avenue, because I just saw New Utrecht, right? So New Utrecht High School. So walking down to Bay Parkway, and then Kings Highway. So I keep saying Bay Parkway, but once you cross over Bay Parkway, you're on Kings Highway, right? So 78th Street is on one side, and Kings Highway is on the other side. And Scooter Guy here is in the middle of the sidewalk. We are wrapping up July. July has been a very busy month for me. It always is. July is the peak of the peak. So my peak months are April, May, June, July, and July is the peak. I do the most walking around, although we're probably going to change that around this year. I know August is a month I like to take a break, but we'll look at that. I'm definitely going to take a break in August, but it might not even be noticeable, because the way I film my walks, I could stay out for 2 straight days and film a week's Actually, 2 weeks worth of walks. So, you know, a lot of these walks are timeless. You know, I could film them and it doesn't matter when you see them, as long as they're within the time frame. That's a train pulling into 79th Street Station on the D line. This right here is 17th Avenue. Bath Beach Sewer and Drain. By the way, we are in the Bensonhurst section of Brooklyn. Let's get on the other side over here. Kind of zigzag back and forth while we're making the trip down to Kings Highway. We have in real time, as I am recording this, I'm recording this on a Sunday. In a few days, well, not in a few days, in a couple days, we're going to have a storm. Well, meteorologists like to say a nice big low pressure system is going to swoop in from the northwest and sit over us for a couple of days. And we're supposed to get a lot of rain. Maybe even some thunderstorms. I switched back over because the light, I didn't like the light over there. So the light's better on this side. But anyway, we're going to have some rain coming in, so you know me, I'm going to definitely get some of that. (18th Avenue). Well, we're about to hit August. You know what that means. In about 3 weeks, we're going to have the 18th Avenue Feast. It's that time of year. We have 3rd Avenue Summer Stroll Street Festivals has started. I did not go to the first one. I rarely go to the first one because the first one is it's usually the side that doesn't have as much as the well, I like to say the north side. So they have, the way it works with 3rd Avenue is they have 4 summer strolls. It's really 2 sections repeated twice. So this Friday they had from Marine Avenue down to about 83rd Street. But then the one they have this Friday coming up, that's the good one. I know some people that are partial are going to say, you know, they like the other one better, whatever. But I like that side better. That's the side that goes from about 70th Street down to 84th Street. There's more concentrated stuff on that side. That's why. You have everything. You have Salty Toy, Greenhouse Cafe. You got all of the restaurants. It feels more packed. But it's, August. August is that month now where we're starting to see everything winding down. And you start to see all these things popping up. I usually take a break in August, but the way the weather has been going, I mean, the weather has been ridiculously nice. And going into August, it's going to continue to be nice as far as no heat waves or anything. So I'm thinking I might spend a little bit more time on the camera in August. Do you remember having last February? I was supposed to take my normal break in February and I didn't because of all the snowstorms and everything. I got the light. I didn't take off in February, and it's weird. I didn't take off in February because the weather was so bad I had to film it, and now in August I might not take a break because the weather is so good. I gotta be outside. So. '78th Street. I don't think we've ever walked down this block. I have personally, but I don't think I've ever taken you guys. Like, look at some of these properties. Look at that. Those are some big windows. I mean, those are. You could fit a car through those windows. I'm not giving anybody any ideas, I don't want no Dukes of Hazzard type of stuff going on, but it looks like you can fit a car through those windows. I bet those blinds, those are definitely custom. Like, I don't think you can sell blinds. Like, I don't think they sell blinds that big made for that width and length. So. This right here is, where are we up to? We're up to 20th Avenue, I think. We got two more, 20th Avenue, so we got two more blocks before we get to Kings Highway. '20th Avenue, the road of laundromats. This is it 20th Avenue or is it 19th Avenue? I know there's one avenue that I walk through here in Bensonhurst that's got like I think it's 19th Avenue. Because I always remember, it's 19th because I passed the post office. Yeah, so it's 19th Avenue. 19th Avenue is the road of laundromats. 19th Avenue has so many laundromats. I think one time we did a walk and we counted how many laundromats we were passing by. I'm using my favorite camera. DJI Pocket 3. Another thing I complain about, whenever I do that, quick pan to the right or to the left, this doesn't happen with the Pocket 2, but Pocket 3, you get like a warning. Big warning pops up on the screen saying that the gimbal moved too hard or something. So when I flip the camera that way, I got a big yellow, it's like a big yellow banner that goes straight across the screen. I can't see what's going on, telling me that I moved the gimbal too much, too quick, or whatever. So all right, we'll be walking almost 17 minutes, and we'll finally be on Kings Highway after this block. Yeah, a lot of people I'm walking by, walking slow in front of me. I keep moving across the street to get by them. Can't complain. I mean, I walk too fast. That's my motto. Someone once told me I walk too fast. I have that up on my Instagram page. You go to my Instagram page, that's the quote on my Instagram page. Actually, a few people have told me that. Now, I don't make it sound like I walk like crazy fast, but even normally, like like right now, I'm not even walking that fast, but I'm about to overtake this guy. Smells like spray paint over here. I don't know what's going on. All right, here it is. This is Bay Parkway. See if this works out. Let's see if we get the light. We should get the light as we're getting up on the corner here. Yep, we did get it. This is Bay Parkway. And this is Kings Highway. And in case you're wondering, 78th Street continues that way. It's like a little crook in the road. So now we're walking directly in the sunlight. That's 2 walks in a row. I've broken my rule of walking into the sunlight. I don't like doing that, but got to change things up every once in a while. I'm trying to think, should I stay on this side or yeah, we're going to stay on this side just for a little while and then we'll cross over. if this is a heat wave, I am not walking in this direction. I'm probably walking with the sun on my back. But the weather's really nice, so it's... This is the gas station on Stillwell. This is Stillwell Avenue over here. You could take this and go straight to Coney Island. That's it. It goes straight down to Coney Island. Right at the Stillwell Avenue train station, the terminal where all the trains meet. Looks like the library is still here. The library will always be here. I don't think the library is ever going away. It's where the diner used to be. Of course, I always forget the name of the diner that was over here. I've been to it. The people that owned... It was the same owners that owned this diner and the Vegas diner. They owned both these diners. They closed this one down first, a year before the Vegas diner. I'm sure everyone's gonna throw it in the comment section. I always forget it. There's so many diners. Like recently, we were talking about, in the comment section, I was talking to some people about the diner that used to be where the CVS is on 85th and Utrecht. And before that was a diner, that was a restaurant and everything, so... And I couldn't remember the name of that diner. I looked it up now, you know, because it's just a couple of days ago. I remember Patrina Diner. On, that's what it was, right? That was what it was before they tore it down and turned it into CVS. I went in there one time, Patrina Diner, and it wasn't good. It was pretty bad. It was like a dive. It was like a dive bar kind of place. All right, I'm gonna slow down a little bit here. All right, I want to be on that side. This is Quinton Road. Gonna use the crosswalks here. That's what we're on right now, by the way. We're on Quinton, just for this little section here, and then we'll get back on the Kings Highway. You know what? I'm going to go back to the other side maybe. The sun is better on that side. A little quiet down here. When we get further down, once we get down past McDonald Avenue, it'll pick up. It'll definitely pick up in foot traffic. Kings Highway train station for the N line and the B82 that just drove by. That's one of 3 train stations we're going to pass. We're going to pass the Kings Highway train station for the N, the F, and then Q line. This guy's backing up in the crosswalk a little bit, so that's why I am moving out of the way. I just said, "Oh man," under my breath because I don't know, something smelled really bad over there. Italia Pizza. There's Key Food right here next to me on my left. And then across the street they have a place called Bay Parkway Food Incorporated. I guess they made sure to incorporate all the fruit and vegetables. Over there they got barbershop. Look like a little gift shop over there. Uniforms David, that's what it's called. We will be passing by one of the few remaining diners in Brooklyn, New York. We still have diners. One of them's over here on Kings Highway, so we'll be passing that in a little bit. I'm going to stop for a second because the light is changing and I don't want to cross against the green light. Let's see what we got here. Nothing? Okay, good. Good thing I picked this side of the street. There's a leaf blower guy on the other side. It's Duncan. He is not blowing leaves though. He's blowing just a whole bunch of dirt and dust into the air and helping everybody get contaminants into their lungs. Works out great. When we get deeper, like towards the ends, when we get into the more busy area of Kings Highway, we'll stop on some corners and give you guys some looks around.
You still want ghost from possible? I bet. Like, you know what? Like, you can have the anime then.
West 1st Street. We're now about to exit the West Streets. There's a Nap Pizza on my left here. PC Richards is across the street on my right. Is one of the few remaining PC Richards in the New York City area. For those of you that don't live in New York and don't know anything about PC Richards, and I'll say this. They have outlasted every recession that has come through New York, including the lockdowns, COVID lockdowns. So they are resilient. They've been around a long time. They outlasted places like Trader Horn, The Wiz, Circuit City, Radio Shack. I mean, like, those are some big names, guys. You can't deny that, all right? So,
Yeah, I take cat calling.
cannot deny that. They've outlisted a lot of bad times in the economy. Now, that's not to say they definitely have closed places down. They have closed locations. Like the location on 20th Avenue, 86th Street is no longer around. They closed that down a few years ago, several years ago maybe. The one in Bay Ridge is still there. Right off of Fort Hamilton Parkway, like a block away from Fort Hamilton Parkway, where all the furniture places are. This is McDonald's Avenue F train, Kings Highway stop. We've been walking 37 minutes. Give you guys a break from the sun and we'll stay on the shady side. Probably stop at Coney Island Avenue and give a look around. What comes first? What comes first? Isn't it Ocean Parkway? It's Ocean Parkway, Coney Island Avenue. And you got Ocean Avenue, then you got Bedford Avenue, then you got Nostrand Avenue. I'm calling out the big avenues. Got Adam's Deli, Middle East Groceries, a whole bunch of businesses over there that are closed at the moment. Twistin' and Turnin' Road of Kings Highway that at one time extended all the way down through until it got over to Fort Hamilton very long ago. It's the reason that 84th Street has a 2-lane road between 17th and 18th Avenue. That used to be part of Kings Highway. That looks like Ocean Parkway for sure. that big road we got to cross. You know, in Queens you have Northern Boulevard and you have Queens Boulevard. Here we have Ocean Parkway. We have Ocean Parkway and we got Coney Island Avenue, which is the next one we gotta get across after this. Looks like the light's gonna change though. We're good. Timed it just right. Wow, that was some blind faith right there, guys. I just started crossing, and I wasn't sure if I had the light changing for us or them. I just walked right into the crosswalk with all those cars looking at me. It's a fire truck. I normally don't do stuff like that. I'll still stop and kind of, I wasn't sure. It's like, that's pretty, I mean, I know the reason. We would just do an Avenue U and Avenue V. And if you remember some of this, what happens is, if I remember, I told you guys, light turns red, but then it stays green for the turn-in traffic that's turning off of the road. It just seemed that was a little longer than it normally does. I wasn't sure. All right, so we've got the sun in a much better angle than the last 40 minutes. The other side has a lot of shade on it. We're going to cross over to that side when we get over to Coney Island Avenue. Mirage Diner is coming up right here on East 8th Street. You could smell the flame broiling of burgers and chops. This might be the first diner that doesn't put chops on their sign. If you ever look at a diner, they all say, you know, steak, chops, and seafood. But this one says seafood, steaks, and saute. They're a little more upper class for us, huh? Still looks the same. I mean, that's the thing about diners. Diners never renovate. Why would you renovate a diner? You know, you're going in to eat and get out. So as long as it's clean and the food is good, people don't care if you're trying to relive the 70s. Looks like somebody was having fun and knocking down all of these paper carrier things, paper stands. I also noticed the garbage pail on the corner was down. Coming up on Coney Island Avenue. Purposely slowing down because I see the light changing. We're not going to get across anything, so just taking my time. So they got Harbor Fitness over here, 7-Eleven, Santander. That's how they say it, I guess. I used to say Santander. Sound like a type of fish. You got Burlington right behind me here. I'm getting that gimbal warning right now, guys. It's saying, oh, gimbal is being treated unfairly. Because I'm the DJI Pocket 3 and I'm sensitive. Give you guys one more look here. It smells like chicken, and guess what, guys? There's a KFC over there. And what do I always tell you guys? What do I always tell you guys? If there's any new people in the channel, welcome in, and now you guys will get indoctrinated. I still 52 years on this planet have ever had KFC. I've never had KFC. And one day I will. And I will do it on camera. I've said it. But just... maybe I should purposely end a walk in front of a KFC. That's the only way it's going to happen. Or start a walk in front of a KFC. Let's go over there. I never film over here. Let me go over here. Very briefly, we're on Quinton Road again. The road that just crosses Kings Highway a couple of times. Just want to see what's on this side over here. Over there you got Kings Highway Vision Center. That is a very popular place. Everybody comes to get their eyes checked or get glasses. Matter of fact, we'll go back onto that side. It looks like a lot of places are closed. I know it's Sunday, but usually places are open by now. I mean, it's not that early. Walked by that Carvel Cinnabon, and as soon as we passed by the Cinnabon, I smelled the cinnamon rolls. Or the cinnamon buns, or whatever you want to call them. It's funny now, like, I've had Cinnabon most of my life, right? And it was just Cinnabon, right? But now, I associate Cinnabon with Saul Goodman. Now, some of you are like, who the hell is Saul Goodman? Well, if you've ever watched Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm not going to explain it.
Yo, it's crazy. You're a real wild guy today, Frank. Morning, my friend. Have a good day. Hey, how you doing? Have a good day. Take care.
Let's stop here for a moment. Give you guys a look around. This is a Kings Highway train station for the Q line. We're on East 15th Street over here. Guys, tell me, how would you guys feel if I did some walks where I walk very short very short distances, and then I stop on like really busy street corners and then just sit here and film the people on the streets? Let me know in the comment section if you like to see stuff like that, because I could do that. We're doing it right now, right? So 55 minutes. We'll go across the street. Why not? We're almost done, by the way. We're going to end this walk on East 21st, I believe, is what I picked.
Yeah, you're welcome.
This is a big street right here. It has definitely gotten a little warmer since I started. I can't remember what I said what the starting temperature was. It definitely feels warmer than 75 right now. But it's still nice though. I'm not complaining. It's not a complaint. You can tell as the sun is getting higher, the temperature is going up. We'll be wrapping up this walk. Well, we're about to hit the 1 hour mark, so we'll be wrapping it up a little bit over an hour. We're gonna get across Ocean Avenue. How do I want to do this? Which light is oh, it's my light. Okay, I was like wondering which light is going to change. Little tight walk in here. I made it without bumping into anybody. Laundromat Green Cleaners. A very green laundromat. All right, let's do a little jaywalk in here. Back in the day, you get a ticket for doing this. You get tickets for that back in the day. Come on, light chain. Light's going to change here at Ocean Avenue. I want to thank everybody for tagging along. I'm going to end it on the little next corner. If you remember what I said in the beginning of the walk, there is somebody who watches the channel. They want to see the childhood home, and that's what we're going to do. We are going to fulfill that wish. All right, here we go. I think I could walk, right? Yeah. Also, stay tuned. I am going to do Avenue O, which means I am going to keep walking past East 21st because I want to get into a position maybe down to Bedford or Nostrand. I'll see how I feel, but I want to do Avenue O next. Nice shade. By the way, this is where Avenue P crosses. As a matter of fact, we're still on Kings Highway. Kings Highway goes that way, Avenue P comes this way. I believe this is the home. Let's do a full tour here. It's a nice home. It's a big home. That is a big home. I'm thinking that's the right home, by the way. There's no address on it. I'm not going to say what the address is, but what the address is supposed to be. And there's my gimbal is crying again. You're treating me unfairly. You're moving the gimbal too sharp. It's crazy. Like, I get these weird warnings that pop up on the screen telling me that I shouldn't be turning my gimbal so violently, which I'm not. So that's that. I'm in the sun here. Alright guys, I am done. I will catch you all on the next one, and I hope you all have a glorious day. And until then, take care and bye-bye.